You can hear me. I'm assuming that it's working. It says going live, no data. Now it says I'm live. So hopefully this is working. Man, I'll tell you, I've been having problems with internet here recently, and I'm not sure why. But just give me a heads up there in the chat if you can hear me and it's working. And this is going to be my basic Friday updates as to what's going on. Not only with my channel, with things I got coming up, also updates on Jeremy. Good, thanks. I appreciate it. All good. Yep. All right. Hey, I did something right today. Well, actually, this is the second thing I did right today. I was cutting a shelf to go in the trailer, a workbench, and I actually had a lot of angles to it, and it actually cut out perfect and slid right in. So that was a good thing. Good. All right. So as far as the channel goes, I'm going to have some content for next week. Tuesday is going to be my day trip up to Laconia Bike Week in New Hampshire. I'm riding up with a couple of friends. I'm going to get a bunch of video, what's going on the boardwalk. Hopefully it's wide open this year, which I expect it will be. We'll make a couple of stops, and then we'll go for a little scenic ride, and I'll get video on all of that stuff. And that'll get posted up probably next Wednesday. I usually do a day trip. We leave super early in the morning. It only takes me a couple hours to get there. And we spend the day, get as much video as I can, come back, put it all together, and get it out. So that's what's coming up next week, is the Laconia Bike Week. Also, I get a lot of emails, people sending me links to other YouTube channels with videos, and every video that's been sent to me is nothing more than a rehash of what Real World Police has been doing. If you go to the Real World Police web YouTube channel, their site, and do a search, type in Jeremy Dewitte, you will find anything and everything you ever wanted to know about Jeremy Dewitte. It's all there. They've been a wealth of information for everyone. I got a lot of my Stolen Valor stuff from them. And we're going to do a little Stolen Valor reminder. I'm going to play a couple of video clips of Jeremy with his Stolen Valor claims. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about his court stuff and what's coming up with that. So let me go over here to the court cases. So you should see hearings on the screen. And on, let's see, July 27th, he's got a pretrial conference. And then on August 9th, he's set for trial at 9 a.m. So, not sure how that trial is going to go forward. Amir, his attorney, has been putting this off. And it's cuckoo, completely cuckoo. So there is a trial set August 9th, 2021, and this is supposed to encompass everything in that court district from Osceola County and also Orange County. So it's all going to get rolled into one big ball, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. If we take a quick peek-see at the docket events that have taken place, of course, he was released, and since he's been released, he's been MIA, completely missing in action. And nobody's heard anything about him. Nobody's, there haven't been any sightings. There hasn't been anything other than what Jennifer has been posting on the Metro State site. And Jennifer's been posting some pretty damning, some pretty damning unedited videos. And, you know, when I see these videos, nothing actually surprises me. When the police went to his house for the domestic with his wife, and that video got edited showing not enough to really make a domestic case, but the unedited version, 100% domestic violence case. Not sure. And when you have a non-cooperating victim, it's really hard to go forward with any of these domestic violence cases. When they don't want to cooperate, it's really hard to proceed with them. Yeah, she's pissed. There's no doubt. Let's see. Tamarack Drive-In. Where's Beach? Yep, I'll be there. The trailer's doing good. Getting some carpentry work done. Good to see you too, Christy. Not everything. Police tube rules. Dude, you need to go on Real World Police, because all it is a rehash. Everything on there is a rehash. I guarantee you can find it on Real World Police without all of the assumptions and their own twist to it, so to say. Anyway, so he's got a pretrial hearing, and he's going to trial in August. I want to just play a couple of little short video clips from Real World Police in regards to the Stolen Valor. And I want to remind everybody what his BS military claims were. And I'm going to give a little bit of commentary on it as well. Let's go ahead and play this first video. Let me get myself out of there so you can see it. And let's play the first one.
The weird thing is that you think you know that. I served as a cop, and then I served for 12 years in the U.S. Army.
Okay, make a note. I served for 12 years in the U.S. Army. Well, we all know he's never served in the military. That's pretty much it. But, all right, so he's got 12 years here as a major. Says his brother was killed. Now, does Jeremy have another brother other than the one that was arrested in the pedophile sting that was going on? I don't know. I don't think he had another brother. But his brother was killed. I don't know what he was talking about there.
That doesn't change.
Not well.
And of course, got drunk in a bar, and yeah, and that's all been debunked as well. So now he's in front of a federal building.
Okay. Listen, you're not representing your company well right now, okay?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
You don't need to worry about who
Security.
I am. Are you cleared for that?
He owns.
Are you cleared for that? That guy's a federal employee, something you've never been or ever will be, and you're a funeral escort guy, so you have absolutely zero authority over anything.
This business.
Are you cleared for that? Sir, what's your GS level?
If he has a GS level, it's above anything you've ever had.
I know what my military level was, my classification.
Zero, nothing.
Okay, great. Are you an officer?
No, I'm not, but I work for Customs.
CP35, another
federal
unit,
badge?
please.
My badge.
Somewhat,
Okay. Are you a federal agent?
I'm a federal employee.
Okay.
Yeah, and this video infuriates me too. I don't promote violence. I do not promote violence whatsoever. But if I was standing there, it would have been really hard to control myself, just because of the BS and his arrogance.
Step aside. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry. You can step aside.
Actually, you don't.
She's got more authority right there than you do, Jeremy. What's up with that? But the best part's yet to come.
So what happens, I'm not even joking right now, what happens if you're walking down the street and like somebody comes running up to you, there's an emergency or whatever?
Well, we would help.
Do you guys...
I love how Jennifer says, oh, we would help. What's Jennifer going to do? Stand there and videotape?
We would help. That's still, you have to.
Yeah.
That's human nature.
I didn't serve for.
All right, wait a minute. He's going to say something here. You got to listen real close.
14 years in Iraq and Afghanistan to turn around and run away. That's why my business exists the way it does. So,
What department did you work at? You said you were.
I believe he said 14 years.
What department did you work at? You said you
14 years in Iraq and Afghanistan. Human nature. I didn't serve 14 years in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay, so he said 12 years first. Now he's saying 14 years in Iraq and Afghanistan. So he can't even keep his lies together when he's standing there telling them.
That's why my business exists the way it does. So,
What department did you work at? You said you were
I was
police.
an Oviedo police officer.
Oh, Orlando.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Then I did the Army. I was young and dumb, and I wanted action, so I joined the Army, was a Ranger, and then I went SF, and then my parachute didn't work right, my back got hurt, my brother got killed, and I drank, and life changed.
Where were you at?
Not correct.
Army?
Correct.
So was I. Where were you stationed?
Wait a minute.
I was Bragg.
We gotta wait a minute here. I don't want to get these all screwed up. Don't want to get things screwed up here. So, yeah, it's there's his claims, all of his BS. Then again, he gets interviewed by another police officer who was a major in the Army. And he tried to spin the whole ROTC Ranger School thing, which I immediately debunked. I called Steve over at Guardians of the Green Beret, checked the schoolhouse, checked ATARs, checked all of the records, and he's not found anywhere in any of the records for any of the schools that he claims. Of course, we already know he's never been in the military. We got his records, all that stuff. So that's all crap. Let's continue on with the video here, because this is actually pretty funny.
Where were you at?
Army.
Army? So was I. Where were you stationed?
I was Benning, and then I was Bragg. I was originally a Ranger, 3rd Battalion out of Benning, and then I was 3rd Group out of Bragg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. What did
All right.
you do?
I was, I had a lot of MOSs. I was 31B20, which was communications, and then I was 16F Foxtrot, which was the M42 Duster. That's why I wear the hearing aids. I was on that more than anything.
Yeah, that was definitely probably different times.
Different times, real times for him, BS times for you.
So, you know, but yeah, I was 18 series, so I was 18 MOS, so my last 6.5 years, 7 years almost.
Wow. So you
yeah.
jumped.
Oh yeah, I've been jump certified since I was 18.
Wow.
That's why I left the Army. I had a streamer. My riser popped when I was going.
I had a streamer and my riser popped. Well, yeah, if it did, he wouldn't be here. But the closest he's ever come to jumping on anything is when he jumps out of a car.
Into Fallujah, basically almost destroyed my back to the point where I can't even get certified as a firefighter in the city.
Can't get certified as a firefighter. I'm surprised he's not impersonating a fireman. I don't know.
Florida, that's why I started my business.
That's why.
So that's video 1. And like I said, this is the Stolen Valor reminder. Real World Police, hats off to them. Send them some love. Go over, subscribe. Do a search for Jeremy Dewitte, and you will find anything and everything that everybody else is rehashing. It is what it is. And not only there, Blue Bacon's got some original content as well. Some good stuff. Yeah, jumping out of courtroom. I don't think he's going to be jumping out of a courtroom anytime soon. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right, let's play the second video.
Have you ever been licensed to be a security company?
Once upon a time.
So you did have a security company, a licensed security company.
When you say me,
You.
no, I didn't.
Okay. So, well, let me back up. Have you ever been in law enforcement?
How would you ask if I was in law enforcement?
Have you ever been a law enforcement
I've
officer?
never been a police officer.
Okay. Have you ever been in the military?
I have.
You were in what branch?
Army.
Whoa! I have given a false statement to a police officer. I don't know if he was. I don't know if it's really a sworn statement or not. It's an interview. I don't know.
Army. When were you in the Army?
I wasn't actually in the Army.
Oh, I wasn't actually in the Army. He even admits it. But he won't call me and clear the air with this. Won't do it. I know he's out there probably lurking and watching all this stuff. But, yeah, he won't get in contact.
I was actually certified and trained, and then I
No,
did private details.
No, what I'm asking you, have you ever?
Private details. What kind of... The military doesn't do private details. I get aggravated when I watch these.
Been in
Never
the United
swore
States
into the United
military.
States Army.
You were
However,
never
the
sworn
United
into
States
the
Army
military.
trained me, and then the details that...
Oh, and just so you know, folks, the United States military does use contractors, but the reason they use those contractors is for their specific duties that they're already trained for. The Army just doesn't hire contractors and then train them to do a job. The reason they're hiring them is for a job that they're already qualified to do. Just so you know that.
Okay, but that doesn't make you in the
You're
military.
right. Okay.
Okay, so.
So wait, so you're a contractor for the government? That would be the only way.
I was a contractor.
All right, because I'm retired from the military, so
Okay.
that's why I did intel, so I kind of know about a lot of the
Great court.
secret, top secret clearance stuff.
Never
So-
had top secret clearance because I was a nobody, and I was a felon.
And he's still a nobody and a felon.
Okay,
But I do know that I did my times, and I did my times overseas,
Where at?
just where I met my wife in Egypt and things like that.
Actually, he didn't meet his wife in Egypt. I think he met her at a friggin' cell phone store here in the States, in Florida. So, yeah, that's another BS thing.
That nature.
so you worked for the federal government?
Never worked
overseas.
for the federal government. I worked for a
the
private
Army.
company.
He doesn't even know that the U.S. Army is under the federal government.
So
Never in the Army.
like who did you work for then?
I worked for private companies that contracted us to do things overseas.
Yeah, give me a name of the company.
I worked for
Okay, that's all I could take. Can't take any more. Can't take any more of those videos in his bull crap. But I wanted to get that out there again because, you know, I'm going to keep harping on the Stolen Valor stuff until we can get it cleared up, or I can get him on the phone. I'll debate him on the phone over it. You know, if he gets ahead of it, that would be good for him. I also want to bring up, there was a gentleman by the name of Chance who is part of Homeland Security. He works for Homeland Security. I believe he did some details or did some work for Jeremy. He hired Jeremy's company to do an escort for a motorcycle club, which they're not authorized to do. And the only reason he hired him was because he was a veteran. And it just completely boggles my mind why local law enforcement hasn't called Chance in to get a statement about why him and his board from the motorcycle club hired Jeremy Dewitte's company to do an escort that they were not legally able to do. And this guy would know it too because he did some work for Jeremy. So it's cuckoo. Let me see if I can catch up with what's going on here. Yeah, you're right. These guys won't admit to their lies. However, we have had people come out and admit their lies on recordings. One of the ones I did was Silverback guy from a little while ago. He actually talked to Steve from Guardians of the Green Beret and came straight out, admitted all of his lies, and got that water under the bridge. And everybody's pretty much forgot about him now because he admitted it. Yep, I'm a phony. I'm all done. And he moved on. Ramsey mentioned that he was an air defender in the Army. I haven't heard that. Maybe he was in Air Defense Artillery. I don't know. I have no idea what Ramsey's background is in the military. I have no reason to question it. Air Defender doesn't sound right. Yeah, Christy, I would love to talk to him. I really would. Yeah, he was sworn in some of his interviews. I'm not sure. I didn't get the very first part of it. But this whole situation is really pathetic. And what the Florida justice system is doing, it's just a travesty. They've postponed this thing so many. He's got charges going all the way back into the mid to later part of 2019, and here we are, almost midway through June, and he still hasn't had a trial. Oh, that was Jessica, not Jennifer, in that one. Well, either one of them, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I mean, if you threw them all up in the air and they landed on the ground, it'd still be a pile of crap. Is my inner fairing painted on my Ultra? It's black. It's not real. It's like a shiny gloss black. I don't know if it's painted black or not. Wicked pisser. Yeah, he's a wicked pisser, all right. I think everybody likes some of the New England terminologies. Yeah, and narcissists, they never apologize. I don't even care if he apologizes. Just come out and say, look, I lied about all the military stuff. Let it go. I'm all done. I'm not going to claim it again. Even that I'd be happy with. But like I said, since he has in his... Well, actually, I have got a copy of his release document from the court. And there was something on his release document that I found kind of unusual as well. In his release document, on the second page, I certify that the following address, phone number, and email are correct, and that of my victim, witness, or co-defendant, and it's got his home address, his home phone number, and then under email address it says none. Now, there's absolutely no way he does not have an email address. I guarantee he's got an email address that he's accessing different social media accounts, which would be, if it's not listed and it's not on his sex offender registry page, then he basically lied to him even on his release form. The no contact order with Jennifer Burton. Usually a no contact order would have the same stipulations of a harassment prevention order or a restraining order, which is no contact, period, by any electronic means, social media, or by third party. So I can't tell this guy to tell that person something on my behalf. That would be a third party content. So he's not under house arrest, but I guess he's got a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Curfew, and we have heard absolutely nothing from him. It's almost like he's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. So I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, the whole justice system in Florida, it's as bad as Massachusetts, and Massachusetts is freaking horrible. Horrible. Taking people off the street involved in a shooting, and they're giving them like $2,500 bail. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's see. Trying to figure it out there, Robert. Trying to figure it out. All right. That's pretty much all I got. Like I said, for the channel updates, I'm working on the trailer. There'll be some updates to that as I finish off the interior and get it all set up for my toy hauler trip to Sturgis coming up in August. I won't be around for Jeremy's trial. I don't know if it's going to be videoed. Is a possibility it will be. But I am going to be out in South Dakota. I will have my Wi-Fi on my phone. I'll have my TV set up in the trailer. So if anything does come up, I don't have COVID. I've got sinus problems from all the pollen. We haven't got enough rain to get rid of the yellow dust yet, and that's killing me. Next week, again, Laconia. I hope to have a wicked piss of time up in Laconia. And what else? Anything? Nothing else I could think of. If you guys got any questions, go ahead and throw them up in the chat, and I'll try and answer them. Anything military related? Maddie, let me tell you what a riser pop is. All right? You jump out of an airplane, and I'm wearing my Fort Bragg t-shirt today. I was lucky enough to be stationed at Fort Bragg and be on airborne status for almost 6 years. Loved it. Best time of my life. So what they teach you is upon completion of your parachute landing fall, once you land, you need to pop a riser so the chute doesn't inflate and drag you. If you land under high winds, a lot of times you'll get dragged. So you pop that riser. Now, in the video, Jeremy talks about a streamer because his riser popped. Well, that means one of the two capons popped open and the suspension lines went and he had a streamer. It's all shit that he found on the internet and just made up a story. That's all it is, because he's full of shit. He's never jumped out of an airplane. He's never been in the military. It's just stories he makes up. And there were no jumps into Fallujah by anyone, ever. Maybe jumping out of the truck to go get chow or something, or get in a firefight. Thanks, Philip. I appreciate it. I'd do it all again. And I appreciate everybody's support. Yes, Doc, I will. I'll hit Weir Beach for you. I plan on eating some of the nasty food that they serve at some of the places, and buy a couple of t-shirts and check out everything that's going on Weir's Beach. No problem, Maddie. Anybody else got any questions? And if not, I'm going to wind it up. I usually try and keep my live streams down to 30 minutes just because I don't like to just drag it on just for the sake of dragging it on. Yeah, he's on pretrial release. Yep. He's been there before, and he's always violated and ended up back in the can. But this time, I think it's different. I think Amir has really put the cuffs on him and got him stuffed away somewhere so he can't get in trouble. Because if he gets in trouble again, he's all done. And he has to divest himself from anything to do with Metro State. So, and there hasn't been anything about what's going on with, the vehicles. I believe the family finally got custody of all the vehicles. I don't know if they managed to get the car that Jennifer was driving back or not. No, Donna, I'm not going to Police Tube. I don't need to listen to that place. It's all stuff I've heard before. It's all been on Real World Police. And, hey, good for him. I'm glad his channel's doing well. It's just not my cup of tea to listen to that. I don't know if they call it pretrial release or whatever, but he is out on bond right now. I will say that. They reinstated his bond. No, I don't think they're going to dismiss the charges. I do not think they are going to dismiss the charges. He may enter into a plea deal. He's definitely going to jail. He's definitely going to do some time. But they're not going to dismiss the charges because he divests himself of the company. I have no idea about having anything on anyone. Thanks, Sarge. I appreciate it. Okay, whatever. He's on release. Bond, release, whatever. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, the bike's a 107. It's got a Zipper 468 cam in it. I did the S&S cam plate and pump upgrade to it. And I had it tuned by a friend of mine on a dyno. Runs great. Right about 100 horsepower and 119 torque. So, yeah, Yankee, that's what I got. And I'm pretty happy with it as is. Although I may do a 124 kit on it sometime in the near future. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. His bond was reinstated. They had the letters from the bond company. There's just so much misinformation out there. I'm not going to even comment on things that I don't know is being 100%. So it is what it is. All I know is I wanted to reintroduce the Stolen Valor stuff again, play those videos, just so everybody remembers he's full of crap about all his military stuff. He's still a sex offender, and he's still pending like 20-some-odd felonies. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of tough to sweep all of that under the table just because he got rid of his company. What else? Anything else? Guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I need to get back out there and start working on the trailer some more and get that finished up. But anyway, hey, if you're out there riding a motorcycle, make sure you keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications of any new media that I upload. And as always, a thumbs up or thumbs down just lets me know you're there. And this will be posted on the site after the stream ends. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody tuning in on a Friday. Have yourself a great day.